Hi guys, welcome to my garden. Beautiful summer's day today, reminding me of the Mediterranean, and what better way to eat like the Mediterranean than having bruschetta on garlic bread. And here's your perfect recipe. So what I got guys for you today is, I've already diced up finally 3 tomatoes, 3 garlic cloves, a handful of basil from my plant, which I'm going to show you in a second. What I'm going to do first, I'm going to drop all of these into there. I'm going to show you how to dice up the tomato, dice up a garlic, and then go in with the condiments. Let's do this. You can see it's beautifully chopped up. The weather is actually, it's almost a heat wave, isn't it, Alfie?
Yeah, I think it is a heat wave. Amazing.
I had to wait for the sun to go down a little bit, so it's early evening. No, but I mean, it's still pounding down. Alright guys, so you got all of that in there. So first thing you want to do is dice up your tomato. The best way to dice up your tomato for a bruschetta is quarter it. So you want to go directly through, and then directly through again. And then you want to, this is the most important part, this is called de-seeding. If you don't de-seed your tomato before putting it in a bruschetta, then your bruschetta is going to come out watery, it's going to dampen your bread, it's going to make it soggy. So what you want to do is quickly just hold it on its edge, take out this middle stem, which is a bit bitter, and with a small spoon, I'm just going to do this into the plants because it is natural, bring it around. I'm just going to, with the spoon, just take out the middle bit. Everything hard is perfect, all the middle bit's gone, and it comes out like that, beautiful. So I'm just going to quickly do that for the other tomato pieces. Alright guys, so you got your beautifully de-seeded tomatoes. I've done 3 of them already, sorry. So this is the 4th one I'm adding to the recipe. I've also done 3 garlic cloves, so this is going to be the 4th garlic clove I'm adding to the recipe too. So what you want to do, basically, is hold it flat as you can, with 3 solid fingers, and with your knife, just make nice vertical cuts all the way down the tomato. Almost too easy to do this. And then turn it around horizontally, and then just go across. And you come out with beautiful, small if you want small, larger if you want larger, cubes of tomato, which are watery and they add amazing texture. So I'll show you that again guys. It makes it easy. I'm just going to remove this bit so you can see the whole tomato. So hold it flat with 3 fingers if you can. Slice vertically, sorry, all the way along the tomato. Turn it around and then dice into cubes. All of these up quickly. Drop it in there. So that's all the tomatoes, 4 beautifully diced tomatoes in there. Now what you're gonna do, garlic cloves. I put 3 of them in already. 4th one, I'm gonna show you exactly how to dice this one up as well. Hold it horizontally, again, like this, and like you're dicing an onion, you just wanna make small incisions all the way, nearly all the way up, not quite all the way up though. All the way down, minding your fingers, making sure you get there. And then you want to go horizontally through the garlic, so you've almost got your onion technique, and then just finely dice it. You want it fine because this is a raw dish, and the finer you have it, the more it incorporates in the flavors with the tomatoes and the balsamic vinegar and the olive oil that I'm going to add, and just lead to an amazing bowl of happiness. So that's finely chopped and that's in there. And the final thing I'm going to do guys is go over to my beautiful herb garden. Right now I've got basil, I've got rosemary in the back, I've got oregano in the back, I've got mint over here, I've got thyme growing underneath, I've got lemon leaves, which are lovely for soups. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly peel off a few of my organic leaves. Got a lot of bugs flying around, but it's beautiful because that means if you do have a plant, you just want to grab the leaves as close to the stem as possible and just lift them off. So once you've got a nice handful of them, I'm just going to run over to my tap quickly and I'm going to wash it and I'll be back. So, just shake off all that excess water. Got my handful of herbs. Herbs? Getting too used to saying herbs these days. What you're going to do is just bunch them together. You could chiffonade, which takes a little bit longer. Just placing each leaf on top of each other and then rolling it up and chopping it. It's going to bunch them together quite quickly, and just with an easy technique, just dice them down. Perfect. And you want to also go in with this. So in my bowl now I have 4 tomatoes, 4 garlic cloves, handful of basil all chopped up. So that's your fresh ingredients gone in. Mix that up a bit. You can see the colours are already protruding through. It's beautiful. And now you're going to go in with your condiments. What you want for this, very, very important, obviously first and foremost, olive oil. You need to make sure that your olive oil has to be a good quality, extra virgin being the best. And if I can manage to open it, brand new. Feels like I'm popping a bottle. What you want to do is you want to just go in with probably a tablespoon and a half of olive oil. This really adds the immaculate flavour to your raw. You know what, I just realised I've forgotten.
What?
I just realised I've forgotten a red onion. So Abirami, would you like to go and get me a red onion quickly? Alright guys, I'm back. Nearly forgotten one of the key ingredients, red onions. You're using red onions because white onions you really need to cook out. Red onions are beautiful raw and it's exactly what you want for the bruschetta. So guys, a sharp knife makes all the difference. And just for you guys, I'm going to make sure that I do a knife sharpening video. I don't use a grinder or a tool. I actually use whetstones by recommendation of Japanese chefs, and I'm going to show you how to use a whetstone, why they use a whetstone, and what you think might be sharpening and why it's not actually sharpening. So watch out for that video coming up soon. So again, just quickly, and on its side. Perfect. And if it's not fine enough for you guys, just quickly run the knife, rocking it over the onion just to give it some final dices. 1 large onion, 1 medium to large onion is plenty. You know, just drop that in too. Colours, the smell, everything's coming along beautifully. Alright guys, so you've gone in with all of your vegetables. So let me recap. That's your garlic, the red onion, your handful of basil. You can add a little bit of mint in there if you want, maybe a little bit of oregano, up to you, but basil, almost fundamental. And obviously your tomatoes. Next you gotta add the balsamic vinegar. You wanna find good quality balsamic vinegar, it makes all the difference, the right amount of saltiness. Beautiful. And you wanna add about just under the same amount as your olive oil that you added. So I'm gonna go in with about a tablespoon again, which is plenty. And it's good. So we'll add a nice tinge as well, a nice red orange tinge to your bruschetta tomatoes. The key is obviously always going to be to taste as you go, because anyone's palate, everyone makes things differently. You got to taste it, but this is the base ingredients. What I'm going to add next, pepper in my salt shaker meal. So yeah, sprinkle some pepper on top. Nice fair amount of pepper, always tastes good. Seasoning is probably the most important thing, because salt and pepper together bring out all the other flavors fivefold. And your salt. Careful not to over salt it, because there are salty ingredients already in the bruschetta. Give that a good stir. Oh, this looks beautiful, if I say so myself. Give it a little bit. Woo! Beautiful. I think that's perfect. Absolutely great. What I'm going to do with this now, guys, if you follow this recipe, you're going to literally be like that when you try your food. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go inside. I've got garlic breads already. I'm going to top it with a little bit of mozzarella, put the bruschetta on top. I've got a nice mid-evening snack. Thanks for watching, guys.